And of course, you're also oh, what's the word I'm looking for? You do one man shows. You
Mhm.
do. We'll talk in a bit about your murder mystery parties. I'm fascinated by this, but you're a classically trained actor,
Mhm.
and you're out there. You're doing one man shows. You're speaking to different groups. You're doing school visits already, so you've already got your foot in the door. Your network there. I'm assuming that's maybe been a little bit hampered by this whole massive worldwide pandemic thing.
Yeah, that little thing. Um, yeah, this was a good October. Last October was just dead. I had no events because no one was getting out and doing anything, and it was very depressing. We did a lot. I did a lot this time, and yeah, I'm selling my books at all my events. I sold tons and tons of books, which is great. It's interesting. I look at my sales numbers on Amazon, and I realize I probably sold far more than that hand to hand at all my events throughout the month. um, because I'm really good when I can sell the story to you, when I can explain to you how great this is and give you the energy of what this is and how much fun these books are. People respond to that. Reading a description on Amazon sometimes doesn't give them the same feel as hearing it from the author himself or herself. Um, so yeah, but doing the events, school events, anything I can get, books are always sold wherever I go if I can.
So now that you've got the total freedom, you've got the higher royalty, you've already got the network in place. You can get books out, I'm assuming, much faster if you
Oh yeah.
desire. And nobody tells you no anymore. You have to tell you no, if that. So, what would be the desire, or is there a desire to ever go back to traditional? And what would be a project that would be better suited for traditional than independent?
Well, something more mainstream would be more better for that. And I have a project that I'm now pitching out to agents that we're pitching out to hopefully to editors is much more mainstream. And the reason to go back, well, a couple of things. First of all, in advance is nice. And they have a market. They if they get behind you, they can do a lot in marketing, and they can give you opportunities that you can't get on your own. There are festivals that won't take self-published books. Some big festivals I'd love to be a part of, but I can't because my most recent stuff is independent, so they're not interested in me. Um, and there's a cachet. Also, those books, independent books, aren't going to be in bookstores. You're going to get it on Amazon. That's pretty much it for now. Other traditional public books will show up in Barnes and Noble and other bookstores around the country and so forth. I remember walking into a Barnes and Noble and seeing, at their time, both of my books, one or the other, and being excited. It was really, really exciting just to walk into a store and, oh, look, they've got Dr. Fell right there. And I would go into start going when I get bored, I go into bookstores. Then I found they had my book, and then I would like stay there until I convinced someone to buy it. Yeah. I remember I did this whole book launch when Dr. Phil came out at Books of Wonder downtown, which I don't think is, I think it closed, but it was in Manhattan. And Chris Grabenstein came. He happened to live nearby. We had the same agent and we'd met before. And so he came to support me. And he was the only person who came. So for 45 minutes, it was just me and Chris Grabenstein. And then one kid was wandering by, and the two of us like berated the kid until he bought the book. We just like forced him to buy the book. And later, like a month later, I get an email like, "Hi, I my son was the one who bought your book at Book of Wonder. I just want to tell you that he read it. He absolutely loved it. Thank you. It was great." And I felt good, because we really berated that kid. You're gonna buy this book. Come on, come on. He's right here. The author's right here. And I got Chris Grabenstein doing that too. Come on, he's right there. It was fun. Had a great time.
I have a vague rumor. It's not confirmed, so I never want to promise the steam. I don't promise anything until it's happened, and it's definitely going to come out. And I know the date it's going to come out. But Chris Grabenstein is likely to be a guest on the show in 2022.
Ooh,
So look forward to that.
very cool.
And hopefully
He is the
we'll grade a
nicest.
bunch of kids into buying some books. It'll be great.
Yeah, he's like the nicest man in the world. He really is. I owe a lot to Chris, and I think he's a great guy. And I can't plug him enough. He's is like the nicest guy in the world. So you'll have a good time with him.
I will. Fingers crossed, because the moment I open my mouth and say something that's where it's not already recorded in the can, that'll be the one that falls through and doesn't happen for some reason. In the event of that, hey, good news. He already faced the 7 questions. You can read a written interview with him right now at littlegreatninja.com. And hopefully, Mr. Gravenstein, if you're listening, I can't wait to chat with you. You just heard me promise everybody to listen. So
no pressure.
None whatsoever.